Things were said, hearts were broken, and we continue our story from where we left off in the last video with Tara on her solo journey. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. God bless. Now, let's go, because Tara is on a path of heartbreak, and not just Cal, no. Heartbreak for the fact of her family. This was her home. This wasteland, this desolate place that she is walking on was once a place she used to play, a place she remembers fondly. But now, there was no life to be found. Jumping off of her beast, she decided to walk, not just to recollect, but to get some water. Even the water was so impure, it had a charcoaly taste to it. Everywhere around her, memories came flooding in of when she was a child, running in the hallways with not a care in the world. Everyone called her princess, her and her cousin always sharing a smile together. They had a good relationship since they were children, and he always made sure to bring gifts for her, and she was always excited to receive them, always cheerful. But this was not the truth. This was the eyes of a child, because her cousin was going through it. Even back then, he was young and he had to fight in wars. He has had to watch his friends die, and they never sat right with him. Maybe this is why he wants the alliance to work so bad, and he wanted his cousin out of it for as long as possible. But his cousin was a child through and through, saying whatever was on her mind like a child would. Even when another overlord's child walks into the palace, she calls her out and says her hair is weird, which is a no-no. But thankfully, her cousin was always there to bail her out, make her apologize so friendships wouldn't be broken. She remembers all of this. But now, this place was gone. Now, her home was dead. All that was here were vermin and rats. And these rats bite. Thankfully, she wasn't as defenseless as we thought. She could defend herself, managing to take one of the rats down, forcing the rest to run away. Later that night, though, she had to face something bigger than a rat. She had to face men. Men who just wanted to kill orcs because the orcs are their enemies. But she wasn't as asleep as they thought. She was ready for action, and so were the men. They were already imagining her blood, so she decided to strike first, nicking the cheek of one of the men. The other came out swinging. She was quick, weaving all the attacks and going for his leg, ripping off his Achilles. He screamed in pain, calling for his mate to help, and his mate came out swinging as well, but he was better with the blade because he cut her deep. He knew he had the upper hand. He decided to taunt her. Wrong move. She needed to heal, and as we know, she needs life force for this, so she took theirs and she healed properly. But she never liked to do this. It felt inhumane. They couldn't even block that attack, but it was done, just like everything in her life. Remembering how terrible her life was with her people, how because of the failure of her parents, even with their loss, people kept disrespecting her. Being blamed for the death of your people while your parents are dead is a harsh thing to go through alone. She wanted someone by her. She wanted her cousin to marry her. Maybe that will protect her from all these insults. But he couldn't. He was the leader now. He couldn't just marry her because he wanted to. Marriage is for alliances, especially when you're one of royal blood. But he promised her that he would protect her no matter what. Back in the present though, she had to move. Life was hard, but that doesn't mean she had to just give up and quit. On her journey though, she saw them. She saw the enemy. So she got off her cattle and decided to observe, only to find out that this was her motherland. The first location they had found was just a base. This was where they congregate. This was where they hid, and she needed to tell someone. This was the entrance to the fort itself. So now she had another reason to head back to her people. But will she be accepted? She was run off because she was inconvenient, and now she will come back a failure, causing the break of the alliance between man and orc. Let us hope she fares well when we return for this amazing story, The Hunger and the Dusk. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Peace.